How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I am pretty excited because NAT just announced their earnings today. And if you're like me, you wake up and you pull up your WeBull app or whatever stock app that you use to kind of track all the stocks that you have. And I was going through today and they were all green, 6%, 10%, 4%, 3%. The general market's up 2.5%. And I pull up NAT and I knew that they were announcing earnings today. So I look at their stock and it's down like 10 cents or something like that, or a couple percent on the day. So I look and I see that they announced their earnings before I woke up. I pull up the earnings and they beat revenue and they beat the earnings per share estimate. So it's interesting when that happens, when a stock goes down in price even though they beat earnings and beat estimates. And I know when I started investing and I saw this kind of thing happening, I was very confused and it was hard to figure out exactly why this would happen. But I will tell you today why it is that NAT went down most likely and kind of what to look for going forward, whether you should invest in the stock, whether it's probably going to go up or down based on other tanker stocks just after they announce the earnings, and where to invest going forward. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, please hit the like button and subscribe below. That way you can continue to get these videos and you get updated in real time, because missing these by a day or two could be a big difference in your portfolio. So I want to look at a few different stocks here. So as you can see, NAT is down about 2% on the day here. They're down to $4.94. STNG, which is another tanker stock, they're down 3.5 or just over 3%. DHT is down 8%, which for DHT, a big reason that they're down is just because this was their ex-dividend date. So everyone that invests today and later won't get the last dividend, which was a pretty significant one. I think it was 35 cents. So I'd expect it to be down 35 cents anyways. So the extra 17 cents is probably just because they're down on the day. But the big question is, why is NAT down? And I made this little Excel chart. We have the earnings dates of these three different companies, right? These are the prices that they're at today, give or take a little bit. They've changed since I just wrote this a couple minutes ago. But for all intents and purposes, they're going to be okay. The earnings per share was expected at 0.5 for STNG. They hit 0.82. For DHT, it's 0.55. They came in below at 0.44. And NAT was expected about 25 cents a share, and they got 27 cents a share. So these are the surprises that came in. So STNG beat by 64%, which is huge. DHT came under at 20%, and NAT beat by 8%. Now let's look at the expected revenues. Expected revenue was beat by STNG, it was beat by DHT, and it was even beat for NAT. So NAT beat estimated revenue by about 3%. Now, this was the price before the day that they announced. So 21, 7.39, and 5.03. This is the price the day after. So obviously NAT, we don't know the price the day after, but the price of today is about down 2%. After these other two companies announced, they went down significantly. Looks like about 10 to 15% there. So they've gone down, and each of these stocks now is going down the day after they've announced earnings. And two of the three beat on earnings and revenue, and one beat on just revenue. So why is this happening? Why would they beat expectations and still do worse in the market and just go down overall? The reason this happens is these estimates are not by the investors a lot of the time. They're made by analysts, so people that are paid to analyze the stock, figure out how much they should earn depending on the market conditions and depending on their exact niche in the market. And a lot of the time, the investors want to see better than the expectations. So the expectations are just what's expected. They want to see them beat it every time. So even if they beat the expectations, but they don't beat it by enough, then the stock price can go down. Also, if you're looking at NAT and you're thinking, okay, over the next 3 or 4 quarters, they're going to do really well, and you just you know what they did this last quarter now. So one of the 4 quarters is done that you thought they're going to do really well, and they beat expectations a little bit, but it's not that much. They beat them by 8%. Well, that's one of the 4 quarters that you really were looking forward to. So maybe you don't invest anymore because one of the 4 quarters is done. They did all right, but not great. Or maybe now you're an investor who has been invested for a while and you just wanted to see how they're going to do this quarter. Maybe you would hold on, and they beat revenue by a little bit, but not too much, and they beat earnings per share. Maybe you get out now because there are only a couple quarters left and you want to get out when the getting's good still and you're past the ex-dividend date maybe, then you just get out now. So I can definitely understand that. You can look here and see this was the price the day after earnings. This is the price now. So DHT held steady. STNG went down pretty significantly after they announced, and then up until now. So I have some notes here. Let's look at each of these 3 stocks. So STNG, the notes that I have on them was they were lowest around February 8. So let's just do a 5-year chart and look here. Their lowest price that I could see on this chart was for $15.59, and that's going back over 5 years. So that is really close to what they're at now. So I am seriously considering buying some Scorpio tankers. I think they're a really good value compared to some of these other tanker stocks. And they're really close to the lowest price they've ever been, but they still have all the upside of being a tanker stock. Now DHT, if you look at their year chart here, they're still much more expensive than they were at the bottom. So they were down to under $5 there. And then they were even lower than that for a while, a couple of years ago. So they're still much more expensive. And then if you look at NAT, NAT is very much more expensive than it used to be. If you look here, it's below $2, and then it jumps up pretty significantly here recently. So if you look at the PE ratio, STNG and DHT have the best going forward, and it's below 3, and NAT has about a 5.5. So still really good PE ratio. They're going to earn a lot of money for their share price, but compared to the price, it's not as good as these other 2 companies. So what is their estimated earnings? You can see that here. So what I wanted to figure out is, going forward, what is the safest of these 3 tanker stocks to look into? And kind of how I was thinking about going about that was, we take their price now, we subtract their earnings for the next year, whatever their estimated earnings is, and if that is below what their lowest year-to-date price is, then we're good. So if their lowest year-to-date price was $10, let's say, and they're at $11 right now, but they're expected to gain $5 in earnings, then it's like we bought it back here at just $6. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't know if that really makes sense, but if they are just about the same price as they were before and they're expected to earn a lot right now, I think that makes sense to buy them because, if they fall back to the price that they were at before, they still earned a ton of money and they're probably paying that out in dividends. So if you have questions on that, let me know in the comments below. I'm not sure I did a good job of explaining that. But if we look at their year-to-date lows, STNG has a year-to-date low of about 13, DHT 4.91, and NAT's 2.46. And then if we look at their price for today, minus their estimated earnings here, this is what we get. So STNG price minus estimated earnings is about 10.1, and if you look here, 3.6, 3.97, so that's kind of the break-even point. So if their year-to-date low is lower than that, that means that it's not necessarily as good an option, as good a value. But if their year-to-date low is above that, that means that they are still good value. They're going to earn a lot of money for their share price. So STNG, the price minus the earnings is lower than their year-to-date low. So it does pass this test. Same thing with DHT. Their price minus the earnings is lower than their year-to-date low. For NAT, it's not even really close. So I think that that kind of represents that NAT, there's still a really good price at 5.6, but based on this little test I've done, it's gone up significantly in value for how much it's been earning and how much it's going to earn in the future. And it's, like I've said before, it's kind of the spotlight stock. It's what everyone looks at going forward. And it is, the thing that's in the limelight compared to all these other stocks that might fly under the radar a little bit more. So that's not to say that NAT is a bad move. It's not saying that it's a bad value necessarily. It's just saying that it's more speculative because it has gone up in price so much and the earnings aren't coming in strong enough to really support that, I think, compared to some of these other stocks. So like I said, it is more speculative than STNG or DHT, but I don't think that necessarily is a bad thing, like I said. The question is, though, should you invest going forward? And if these other two stocks are any indication, the stock can go down, but there are a ton of factors, whether it's just the cost of oil, whether it's the economy. You can't attribute the dip in prices after the earnings because of the earnings. It could be due to a ton of other things. So the question is then, should you invest in DHT right now or in NAT and STNG? Well, I think for NAT specifically, I don't like to base things off of just a day-to-day fluctuation. Someone asked me, should I buy NAT before their earnings? And I just told them, if you think it's a good stock, I'd buy it now. I wouldn't worry about the price fluctuation day-to-day. If it comes in at 3 or 4% above what it was the day before, I don't think that that should stop you from buying it or get you to buy it, because it's too hard to determine on a day-to-day basis. Trying to time the stock market. I don't like to invest day to day, taking swing trades like that. If I want to invest in a stock and it goes down, that's great, but I'm not trying to time it to just invest when it goes down or up, because then you might never get to invest because it might just keep on going up or keep on going down. So I think that you should buy it if you still think it's a good value. I am holding my shares. I'm not selling them right now. I'm not adding to the position either unless it drops significantly, like I said in one of my last videos. But, after running this analysis, it does make me kind of want to invest in STNG because it hasn't been really that much lower than it is right now. And they have such high expectations for earning over the next year that really I'm buying it at as low a price as it's ever been. And they're going to make great earnings. So I'm buying it at a price that is as low as it's been in the last 5 years, basically. And they're going to get great earnings. So, if you want to be speculative, maybe invest in NAT. If you want something that maybe has a little bit higher earning potential for the price, I'd go STNG. Otherwise, DHT is kind of in the middle. It's kind of the second stock up when people think of oil tanker stocks. But hopefully that shed some light on why the stock price went down today. Again, it's just because people expect higher than the analysts' ratings and expectations. So when they don't crush the earnings or crush the revenue as much as people think, then a lot of the time the price falls. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope I did an alright job trying to explain that. That isn't a metric that I don't think a lot of people use that, but that's just one way to kind of estimate value. So that's just something that I came up with, but if there's anything you guys want to see or anything you guys want to talk about or want me to talk about, let me know. I will keep an eye on the stock and keep on giving you updates when I think there's something to give you updates on. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.